Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, Top Shine Detailing. Check us out on all of our platforms. California Lieutenant Governor says we got to do anything and everything we can to keep him off the ballot in California. These people are morons. Watch Trump's poll numbers go whoop, based upon what Colorado did. World War III, Trump says World War III's, we're on the brink of it, and he could stop it. I can tell you right now, he doesn't have to convince me that we're on the brink of World War III. Do you know that little Kim Jong-un says that he's going to nuke the United States if he's provoked? We didn't have that problem when Trump was president. Robert Kennedy, upset about what's going on in Colorado. Vivek Ramaswamy said, keep my name off the ballot now. I like Robert Kennedy. He's a level-headed guy. The RAF, Jamie Spindley, says that they are picking up signals from UFOs. Woo! Claudine Copycat Gay apparently is a plagiarizing woman. And you know why she gets to keep her job? Because she's black. The Penn president was white. See ya. Claudine Gay. Ugh. Nippon says that the reason why they want to buy U.S. steel is for the global competition, China, yada, yada. Thank you, Mr. President, educated from Harvard, president of Nippon Steel. It's time to get rid of this deal. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, you ready for this? Top Shine 2. This guy right here, David Barnes, you can't make it up. You know what he did? He stole items from Kroger, then went back to return them to get money. He tried to double dip on a theft. So it's steal, return, jail. Not good. Can you imagine the audacity of stealing something and trying to take it back and return it? It was a bridge too far for David A. Barnes. Jeff Pastor is going to be sentenced today in federal court. He's probably looking at 2 years. He took a $65,000 bribe when he was on Cincinnati City Council. All right, local news. 4th Street Bridge is being designed. This is between Covington and Newport on 4th Street. Look at this bridge. Fancy pantsy, going to add a lane. Why all that ovation project over there? So they're going to try to make it even more accessible. Rachel Roberts, Democrat, the only Democrat legislature in Northern Kentucky, is not going to run for re-election. You know why the Dems are all quitting in legislature? Hell, they're outnumbered like 3-1, super majority. They have no power. Why do it? 1,100 workers from DHL made a deal and are back on the job right before Christmas. Sebastian Ernst from Falmouth. They're trying to impeach this guy. I stand with Sebastian Ernst. Kentucky news. You ready for this? There was a guy that was nailed for flying drunk in a medical aircraft. I look at it this way, under the influence. Was he still able to do his job? Now, what do you want him to be sentenced? There was no crash. Nobody got hurt. I got to ask you a question, Jamie. You're probably wanting to serve 10 years, don't you?
Lose his license for a year.
I say nothing. Let him go to rehab and get his life back together. There's no compassion or empathy from anybody around me.
Right, it's bad, but nobody died.
Nobody died. That's the way to... Sabrina's got a heart. That's why her nickname's Angel Dusk.
It doesn't take 15 years to get...
What if it did not happen?
What if the helicopter came down?
Well, then he ought to go to jail.
On a school.
He ought to go to jail, but it didn't.
It could have.
In Ohio news, Ken Kober been elected to as president of Cincinnati Fraternal Order of Police. Good luck, Ken. DeWine issued 108 pardons. He said everybody was reformed. If I knew he was hanging these out, I would have asked him to pardon me for my Jonah incident. I mean, it might have been Kentucky, but what the hell? You know, I should ask Bashir for a pardon when he leaves office. I ought to do that.
Right.
My menacing charge, pardoned, wiped off my record. Middletown police chief's on leave until further notice. Uh-oh. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. You have a wonderful day.
you're watching Eric Deters World News. This is Jamie Spinley with today's headlines. Argentina's newly elected president, Javier Milei, has announced that he plans to change the country's economic system by using his potential powers. He said he plans to change more than 300 regulations to lay the foundations for the reconstruction of the Argentine economy and restore freedom and autonomy to individuals, removing the state from their shoulders. The United States of America and Venezuela has reached a deal to free 10 American prisoners in exchange for the release of ally Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. US President Joe Biden said in a statement that 10 Americans were coming home. This is great news just before Christmas. The Republic of Ireland announced plans to take legal action against the United Kingdom over a law that grants immunity for most offences for British soldiers and former Irish parliamentaries alike committed during the decades-long conflict in Northern Ireland. And Toyota will recall 1.12 million vehicles worldwide to a fault affecting their airbags. The recall covers 2020 to 2022 model year vehicles and could result in the occupant classification system sensors not working. A short circuit in these model sensors could cause the airbags not to deploy as designed. That's the latest deadlines. Until tomorrow, cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries, sponsored by Top Shine Auto Detailing. And we got a short show. Remember, we made an administrative decision. We're not going to give you all the laundry list of scores because you can get them on the phone, just like the weather. That's why we don't do the weather. It's on your phone, too. Kentucky versus Louisville. Tonight, 6 p.m., ESPN. UK is going to wipe the floor with them. All right, Saints versus Rams. Tonight, 8:15 p.m. Prime on Prime Television. So you can watch the University of Kentucky in Louisville, if you're a Kentucky fan, and then a football game. How you like that for sport? College signings yesterday, NCAA football went hog wild. Georgia, Alabama at their top, Oregon, Ohio State. Ohio State got the number one overall. But you know what, folks? Based upon the signings and the flips, Ole Miss did well too. But I tell you right now, Alabama reloaded. Florida's program's in shambles. Everybody's leaving. Flipping, as they call it. Michigan was handed by the NCAA. Here's what we got. But it's all over with. St. John beats Xavier. Rick Pitino, folks, is heading up. Let me see. Goes to the Greece Championship. Comes to Iona, NCAA tournament. Now he's up to St. John's. You watch. Big time program is next for Rick Pitino. I'm a Rick Pitino fan. If I could pick one coach to coach a game, it's Rick Pitino. All right, Elijah Pritchett arrested. This is a great rookie, freshman lineman arrested for giving an STD transmission. I bet you Nick Saban is ready to go bonkers. What the hell? You know, there's a law that if you know you got one, you can't give it. I guess so. What a distraction going into the game. Oh, my God. Arrested. I wonder if he'll be allowed to play. I'll guarantee you he'll be allowed to play because they want to win a championship. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Don't be a Churly Slumpy Slootster. Be an Oracle. Ladies and gentlemen, American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Pop Culture Show, where we have lots of fun. And by the way, I pulled off the wrong sheets, but I got that fixed. I got it fixed. Sponsored by Top Shine. All right, here we go. Chick-fil-A. They're famously not open on Sunday. Running joke that we have in our family, when somebody asks, what do you want to eat on Sunday? I always say, how about Chick-fil-A? But there's a New York legislature that wants to force Chick-fil-A to be open out on the interstates. You believe that? What's the world coming to? All right, this is a funny story. Snoop Dogg and Martha, as you know, they did a show together. They become big pals. Well, Martha Stewart said that she had a dinner, and she invited Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg showed up with 7 bodyguards, and they ate all the food. Is that not a great story? This is a neat, funny pop culture relationship, the friendship of Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. And you know what? It could have never happened. You know, weird things happen. It's like I went to jail for 8 days, violating allegedly a gag order, fighting for my clients. But now I got street cred forevermore. I've been in jail fighting for somebody. Martha Stewart going to jail gave her the street cred to be pals with Snoop Dogg. Would have never happened, would it? In the long term, her going to jail's helped her brand, in my opinion. All right, dog off the ledge. This woman threw her dog off a ledge from a parking garage. Splat. Now, I want to tell you something about this, okay? This is awful, wrong, okay? But obviously she got pissed off at the dog. Dog goes splat. She got a year in jail. You know what? I'd say a week. A week would be enough. A year in jail? And by the way, I'm a dog lover. You're saying, Jamie Spinley, you're saying a week is appropriate. A year's appropriate.
I think it's not enough.
Holy cow. Let's hope Spinley never becomes a gosh darn judge. All right, there's an AI is screwing up the world, folks. There's an AI death calculator. Now, this is where I'm going to go after this. They say it's extremely accurate. Wait a minute. How can they say that? If they did the AI, how could they say it's extremely accurate? If they did it on you, Jamie, me, and Josh, we ain't dead yet. So how many people have they done this on who've died? So how can they claim it's extremely accurate? I'm saying bullshit.
They might have been doing it with old people, though.
Ah, good point. Well, this is kind of morbid. Are you going to do this? I'm not going to do it. I don't want to know when I'm going to die. I want it to be a mystery to me. All right. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Folks, huge crush I had on Jennifer Love Hewitt. Nice girl, hourglass figure. I mean, just always. Have you seen, by the way, there's a picture that's not this picture, but she is like a big mama now. She's big. But having said all that, she's pushing back against Hollywood saying, I don't have to look like a supermodel anymore. Hell with you. Good for you, Jennifer Love Hewitt, but I have to admit it's like who liked fat Elvis versus skinny Elvis? We all like skinny Elvis. I like the skinny Jennifer, not the fat Jennifer. All right, this is funny. Jennifer Lopez says her and Ben Affleck both have, I think she was joking, obviously, but it's still funny, post-traumatic stress disorder from their prior relationship. That's interesting. All right, Hulk Hogan got baptized, said it was the greatest moment of his life. You know what? Hulk Hogan. Just think about this. They ought to give him a mega church. Can you imagine Hulk Hogan with his ability to talk to go out there and be a preacher? Oh, you little Hulksters. Oh, we need to get Jesus Christ in your life, little Hulksters. Oh, you little Hulksters, we need Jesus Christ in your life. Let me baptize you. You know, his baptism might be doing a body slam over his shoulder into the water. I love doing this show. Gracie Hunt. All right. This just tells you how some people just got lucky. That, you and I don't control where we're born, right? Gracie Hunt. Now, I don't like the look with, that typical mate, all the fake stuff, but she's still a very beautiful woman, all right? Gracie Hunt is going to inherit $16 billion one day. And she looks like this, and she's young.
Where do you go from there?
Where do you go from there? Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, Josh. Where the hell do you go from there? I mean, are you kidding me? You're a billionaire, and you look like this, and you're young. What do you do with your life? I tell you what you ought to do with your life, something good, like help the Durrani litigation. Gracie, $1 million would do. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.